Hi, welcome you all for the fundamentals of embedded system. In this video, we are going to see about compilation process and what all the stages are there and how that can be compiled in the command prompt. So what is compilation process? Do you have any idea about compilation process? So compilation process is nothing but it just transfer our human readable source code into the machine executable binary code. Okay, generally we write the C program which is the human readable source. That human readable source is converted into the machine code, machine executable code. To convert our human readable code into the machine code, there are several stages are present in between them. So those stages are like pre-processing stage, compiler stage, assembler and linker. These are the four stages which will be used to convert our human readable source code like .c file into our .exe file. This is a simple diagram where the .c file is converted into .i file. And this process is called pre-processing stage. Pre-processing stage is nothing but it just include the header file as well as if macros are present, that macros will be expanded. For an example, in addition to that, if some commands are included in our .c file, that will be removed in the pre-processor stage. This will happen during the process. The .c file will be converted into the .i file. Next, we have the compilation. Compilation is the one which convert our .i file into .s file. Like it convert our human readable file into the assembly code. After the process, assembly code conversion will happen. Like if you see this assembly code, at the time the .c will be converted into assembly code. Like move in microprocessor and microcontroller, we use to write assembly code, right? Move r50. Like I want to save some value to my register means we use that move command, add command. So those types of code called assembly code. After the compilation, my .i file will be converted into .s file. Next which is assembler. Assembler is nothing but it convert our assembly code like assembly code into the machine code, which is our binary or XOR code, which is the one machines can understand. Okay, and this file is called .o file or .object file. Last stage is linking file. Like if multiple object files are there or multiple linking libraries are required means those process will happen inside the linker and at the end we get the .executable file. So these are the four stages. Like I have the source file. After pre-process stage it will be converted into .i file. After the compiler stage, my .i file will be converted into .s file like assembly code. After assembler, my .s will convert it into .object file. After linker, it will be converted as a executable file. Okay, now we can see one by one in depth. Preprocessor. Preprocessor process our code before the compilation process. I mean, it's just a pre-processing stage of our compilation. What are the functions it do? If I have a header file, that header file will be included in my source file. If I declare some macros, that macros will be expanded inside my program. As well as I mentioned, if commands are included generally in our C program, those commands will be removed in the pre-processor stage. Like if I have stdio.h means after pre-process, this header file will be included inside my .c. Then I have defined max as 10 means inside the program wherever I have used max, that max will be replaced by 10. So at the end of the pre-process stage, my source code will be expanded and it will be ready for the compilation process. This is about pre-processor. You can check our next video. In that video, I will demonstrate compilation stage in the terminal, like how exactly our .c file is changed into preprocessor, and all the stages will be demonstrated with an example. Compiler. After pre-process stage, next stage is compiler. I already mentioned, right? Compiler converts our human readable code into the assembly language. So what all the functions will be happen during this compiler stage? It will check the syntax. If some syntax errors are there, those errors will be found inside the compilation stage. Then it converts our high level .c file into our assembly instructions. Some examples error detected by the compiler: if I have missed some semicolon, that will be found in the compiler stage. I have declared the variable incorrectly. Those errors will be found inside the compiler stage. Third stage is assembler stage. Assembler is the one which convert our assembly language into the machine language like object code. So output file will be in the .o form. What is the format of assembly file? Assembly file will be in .s form. So machine code is a binary representation. Machine code is nothing but it is a binary representation which will be understood by our processor or microcontroller. Okay, what is the last stage? Last stage is linker. So linker is nothing but which combines, for example, inside my program I am having 4.c file, means all the .c files will be converted into separated object files. At the end, all the objects files are combined and create a executable file. Okay, what is the function? Links the program modules. Multiple program modules are there, or everything will be linked here. Some libraries are required for that module, means that libraries also added during the process. What will be the output? At the end, we are getting the final exe file. In embedded system, mostly it may be hex file or bin file. It depends upon the ID that we are using. So these files, this at the end we are getting an executable file, right? These files will be loaded into the microcontroller memory. Then the microcontroller will work. Okay, these are the 4 stages, and here I am having a GCC command. Like we are using a GCC. By using GCC, we are converting our .c file into .i file, and then .s file, then .o file. At the end, we are getting the executable file. So the command which is used for preprocessor stage is gcc-e, and then I am converting our program.c into program.i. Generally this command, if I enter this command, all the expansion will happen and the code will be displayed in the command prompt. But I want to save the code into one particular file, hence I have given the symbol and the program.i. So what happens after the preprocessing, the code will be stored in program.i. So here you can ask, what is GCC? GCC is nothing but it is a open source compiler suite which will be used by the developer. Okay, GCC is nothing but GNU compiler collection. It is an open source compiler. Most of the developers used. Okay. Next stage is I am converting my .i file into program.s. By using this command, I can convert my assembly code into our object file. At the end, I am converting program.o into program.exe file. These are the commands used to convert step by step. Like here I am performing .c into .i, then .i into .s into .o into executable file. Instead of doing the command step by step, by using a single command, I can directly convert my .c into exe file. Even though I have used a single command, behind this command, all the 4 stages will usually happen. Okay, in this video we have seen only the theory content of preprocessor stage, compiler stage, and assembler stage, then linker stage. Go and watch the next video. In that I have demonstrated all the commands in the command prompt, and I have shown how will be the file looks like. Okay, thank you. Meet you on the next video.